Hello, my name is Greg Stoker, and I'm a former United States Army Ranger. I have a background in special operations and military intelligence, and I conducted 4 combat deployments to Afghanistan during the global war on terror. I now do geopolitical analysis and commentary, and I've risen to a modest prominence in that arena by the simple virtue of being accurate. I also do a bit of human rights activism, but don't worry, I won't bore you with that. I'm not interested in wasting my time or your time by trying to get you to care about the 15,000 children that Israel has quite obviously and intentionally targeted with kinetic strikes. There are actually more children slaughtered with our tax dollars than that, based off crude death rates from comparable conflicts.
Sir, if I could just pause his time.
There are actually more children slaughtered with our tax dollars than that, based off crude death rates from comparable conflicts. But if that doesn't bother you yet, probably never will. So I'm just here to state that you're backing a losing horse that is now the greatest strategic liability to United States global interests. The IDF has been operationally defeated in both Gaza and the northern front in southern Lebanon. I don't have enough time to get into that obvious military reality. Just be satisfied that former deputy director of the Mossad, Ram Ben Barak, said on May 18th, and I quote, "The war in Gaza is aimless. We are clearly losing it. We are forced to return to fighting in the same areas, losing more soldiers, losing on the international stage, damaging relations with the United States, and causing the economy to collapse. Show me one thing we have succeeded in," unquote. They've succeeded in nothing beyond showing the world their cruelty and thereby making the Palestinian liberation cause the most pressing issue on the international stage. Israel will continue to be isolated and will become a pariah state. The question is, when will you do what you can to pressure the Biden administration to stop this madness for our own selfish interests? Because of this catastrophe and absolute failure in leadership from politicians on both sides of the aisle, the world is turning against us. Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, our traditional ally in the region, is for the first time in 20 years traveling to Iran to begin repairing relations with that regime. Non-Western countries are now looking to China with its massive Belt and Road Initiative, and Russia, recently vindicated by its inevitable victory in Ukraine, for alliances and leadership. While our hypocrisy about Western values, human rights, and the rule of law is plain for all to see, there will be irreparable consequences for American interests because of this. The International Criminal Court, which was both founded and funded by the U.S. and Britain and is meant to project Western hegemony across the globe, has now turned on an ally it was designed to protect in order to maintain its own judicial legitimacy. And we are now trying to discredit the ICC when the ICC was vital for declaring Putin a war criminal and thereby giving casus belli for us expanding the war in Ukraine. Our global institutions are crumbling, and because of it, we're going to lose out to China. We're going to lose out to Russia and BRICS. And for what? If you care about that, not the children, not the civilians, you should probably do something about it. Israel has already been strategically defeated. Why are we going down with it? I'll be back after summer recess to say, I told you so. Stop the killing, end the madness, ceasefire now. It's the only way forward for us.